Sword Rider, Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Sword Rider, Sword Rider.
Hello everyone, it's Sword Rider here, and this is just a quick update video really. So, those of you who saw my recent videos would have seen that I've picked up a Nitro Zeus, which I absolutely love. It's a great toy. There's one thing that isn't quite right about it though, and that's the noggin. This isn't movie accurate at all. So I set myself a challenge of making him a new head. Now, thanks to John Kirtley on Twitter, who sent me a Junker Dark of the Moon shockwave, I've actually been able to get this guy a new noggin. So if I take off his head, I'll pop on my custom head. Now, it looks a little bit darker on camera than what it looks in the room. I had to mix that paint. I'll move it a little bit closer so you can see. I had to mix this paint. This is the paint I used, Humbrol, and it was a number 1. And I mixed that with some straight white acrylic in order to bring the tone down a little bit. Now, as I say, it does look a little bit darker on camera, but in the room, it doesn't look too different, to be honest with you. You wouldn't notice. I did put a tiny bit of dry brushing around the black bits on the inner face. I'm quite pleased how it's turned out. I need to get him some Mr. T jewellery here, as the Collector 75 said to me. But I think he looks pretty decent. Not too bad. Now, I know what you're saying. Let me take his head off. How did you get him to attach? Well, I was actually quite lucky. There was a port, it was already attached to a ball peg, which is there. I haven't bothered giving the third coat underneath because you'll never see it anyway. But this was actually attached to the figure on this pin here. There was another part on top of it, but basically I prized this pin off, this off the pin, and it just so happens it fits into the Titan Master port quite perfectly. So I'm actually quite happy how that's turned out. I mean, I've varnished it as well, just to make sure none of the paint comes off, but at a distance, it looks pretty cool. And as well, I'll turn it this way a little bit. Look at that light piping. How good does that look? If you can see it. It looks pretty good. So I'm happy with it. If you want any advice about what I did, it didn't take me very long. It took 3 coats of paint, took it apart, took a little bit of prizing to separate the head, but you'll get there in the end. And it was done within a couple of hours. So that's leaving it to dry and everything like that. So yeah. So this is my custom Nitro Zeus head.